Hello. So this lesson is for standard number 8, instructional strategies, and it is a continuation from from standard number 7, which was plan and instruction. For this lesson, the objective was by the end of the lesson, students will be able to create a monster that they envision coming to dinner for a traditional Halloween, combining the information that we've learned about Halloween and how we celebrate the holiday today. So in the previous lesson, I did a lecture on the history of Halloween because it was October for one, and the students were learning about the holiday Day of the Dead. So we did a compare and contrast of Day of the Dead versus Halloween with more emphasis on their lack of knowledge on the history of Halloween through a KWL chart. We watched a mini video clip about the history and excuse me, and then we filled in the chart as we went. Excuse me, we filled in the chart as we went along. So for this lesson, I started with a warm up as a review. So we did a fill in the blank style warm up, answering questions that were in relation to the information that we had already learned. So this is the warm up. So I have 5 things I wanted them to answer. So the first one was the holiday known as Halloween started blank years ago. So the answer was 2000. Originally part of a Celtic festival, they would leave food and wine on their blank doorstep. When they would leave the house, they would dress as blank ghosts. Their version of trick-or-treating was called souling and guising, which is 4 and 5 that I wanted them to fill in. After that, we did a review because a few of the students that weren't there the last week came this week. So what I did was I gave them the warm up, but I didn't pressure them to get the right answer. But I did have them all work in partners because ironically, the new kids were sitting next to kids who had already been there, and then when we went over it, everybody filled it in. And so then I broke down the monster thing. So I started by showing them my example, which was this. His name's Harry. And I said, being in the traditional version of Halloween, they would put food and wine at their doorstep. And how is now we dress up more as monsters than just ghosts. I want you guys to think about what a monster that you would like to invite to dinner would look like. So what I had them do, I gave everybody a sheet of paper. I showed them my example, and then on each table, I printed out on one side there is body templates for their monsters, and then on the other side it was various facial features that they could possibly use for their monster. And I broke down. One kid asked me, like, they were saying it's too hard, da 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 da. So I broke down how I drew mine for them by showing them the simple shapes that was involved. So I said, for him, I started off with like a circle, or you could start off with a square and then round off his head, and then I did the body and then a wiggly line at the bottom, and then made his mouth, his nose, and his eyes, which were examples on my template, and just simply colored it. And I told them like it has to be completed. And then the added portion for that was the basic lesson, but the added portion was that I wanted students to name the monster, give him a background, in history, where is he from, all that good stuff, and then B, put pieces of food around the monster so it looks like he's sitting at a feast. So one girl, this was her monster, and these are donuts that she drew for him. And then another guy, he drew this one, but he has hot chocolate and ginger ale. I think that's what that says. Yes. So the video portion that you're going to see is just them basically working. Sadly, the lecture portion of my video got messed up. So this is why I'm sitting here talking to you now. So that was my lesson for Standard 8, how to draw a monster.
Look at my monkey.
Oh, yours look like the man. Exactly like the man.
My monkey.
Everybody doing that one because that's the easiest one to do.
No, I'm doing that a little different. You see my
Hell yeah. Mr. Jackson.
She is a pretty little girl. And when I she's so pretty. She's a pretty person. If I see that picture up there, wait, not me. Ew! It looks like you got straight back. Look. Marsha, look. Marsha, look like you got straight back. Look, it looks like you got straight back.
No. Okay, let me see your picture.
Look, my Marsha got straight back.
And then you finish that one, then we can start that.
Your teeth look good. You
So don't try to
Okay,
so stop.
look at his nose. Because I see a regular like a wash.
They're right there.
You need to get your own eraser.
What were you trying to do? What were you trying to do first? Sit up.
Look at you.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to
Okay, so first step is that. First step should have been. So, let me see.
I want to do a monster.
Leone's probably the best.
You gay. Because I did it.
Little line, wherever you want his neck to be.
He made me
Looks like
itch.
a snail. Like he just sliding.
You heard me?
So that looks like
Somebody.
it looks like it's just going like this.
Make me
Right?
itch.
Like a half a
What you
circle.
talking about? Cute. Because I'm just lost. Was y'all downstairs with Who is it?
And
What's
all
the
I
name?
have to do is go back and say,
I know. That's how that is in the
got a little hair
Good dog. Y'all look behind y'all.
going down his neck. Right? He ain't got no eyes, but he got polka dots. So step one, head.
Look what I did to
You act like Krishan.
Step three,
What about
half
Don't got no seat. Y'all were talking. I need erase. These apples. Can't stop, won't stop moving. Please scratch my back. No! I don't know if it's somebody making me itch back there. I'm ready to I got to my little no, my picture looks sweet. No, my picture looks sweet. No, my picture looks nasty. That's my one. This is my dog. I got it. I got it. It's like right on his feet. What's your girl? not good. It's like an iron. I don't have the whole bracelet on. It is long.
Is she over there by herself?
Look at mine. Shut up. Miss McDonald, mine's gonna be like this. What's that? Just cut it off a little bit. Actually, turn it